Welcome back to Askewed Reviews, and today I have a viewer request from the individual who directed the film that I'm reviewing. So that movie is the 2024 film Passages of Nexus. So this film is considered a horror anthology, but I would consider it more of a pseudo anthology. The reason being is each story, instead of being separate in their own way, eventually all seem to lead back to the same psychopath who appears at the end of each of the stories. Now, some of the stories do interconnect a bit more than others, so I can definitely see where this would be considered a horror anthology. I can't think of any other one where each one seems to lead back to the same person or creature or anything like that. But hey, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments if you can think of another one that is like that. Now, I will say, unfortunately, there's not a super strong plot in this film. It's really just each individual person or people that eventually keep running into the killer for this film. Now, the movie is definitely a low budget independent film, which is obvious, but at the same time, when it comes to independent films, there's a couple of things you can do to kind of elevate it or make it a bit better. One, you can have a really good story. Two, strong acting performances. Three, great special effects or something about it that just makes it very different or interesting. And four, it can all be almost like a joke on itself. And if it's really funny like that, it still can be great. Now, unfortunately, I am sad to say, I don't think this film met any of those requirements. Now, there are some good, gory practical effects that get used in the movie. There's also at least one scene of some very soft core stuff, which I know some people really enjoy. I would say the thing for me that stood out the most that I probably enjoyed about this movie was the psychopath. I feel like had that character been fleshed out more, had there been more to him, more backstory, I really do feel like there was potential for that to be a lot better. For me, though, a big detractor and what kind of started this off on a bad note was the very beginning of the film, which is like at a pool party. I'm assuming, an issue with the sound and everything, so they had to redub all of the actors, and it's just very apparent. It doesn't go throughout the whole film, but just near the beginning, and that really threw me off at least. Now, I will say this, I do wish the best for the director of this film. I hope that this movie is used as a stepping stone to something even better. And if they're willing to let me see their next project, I would love to watch it and do a review for that as well. So, at least for me, on my scale, I'm going to give Passages of Nexus a 2 out of 5. I don't think it's something that I would try to watch again, but I do think it's worth at least checking out for yourself because some people do really like the cheesy independent films where you can tell that they are at that level. I'm not sure if it's going to be on anything streaming coming up. I was sent a screener and that's how I was able to watch it. But if you get a chance, definitely check it out for yourselves and let me know in the comments if you have seen it what your opinion of this film was. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Askewed Reviews. And if you do, in fact, have some connection to a movie, whether you made it, were a part of it, or are just connected in some way to being able to send out a screener, I would love an opportunity to be able to watch your movie, do a review for it, and get some publicity out there for you.